The first post-election interview with Polish President-elect Karol Nawrocki in TV Republica, and immediately an important declaration: security is a priority and must be built on the basis of an ironclad alliance with the United States. We have 10,000 American soldiers in Poland. The North Atlantic Alliance is a key security alliance for Poland. American contracts. Of course, we must take care of our armed forces, Polish soldiers. That is the most important thing. This is the starting point. But in such a security architecture for Poland, Europe, and the whole world, the United States is the most important partner. Donald Trump expressed this by inviting Karol Nawrocki to the Oval Office of the White House during the election campaign, anticipating his victory. The president-elect also met with key American politicians, Speaker of the House of Representatives Mike Johnson and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. I am glad that after my visit to the United States, which was intended to prepare me for the role of President of Poland, these relations, these talks, and the awareness that we can count on our American partners in the economic, technological, and military spheres have remained. These are very important relations, and I will take care of them. This is also a very important declaration for America, because in this strategic location in Europe, they can count on a solid and reliable partner. The alliance between the White House and the presidential palace is growing stronger. As president-elect, Karol Nawrocki has every reason to claim that he will be a partner in talks with the United States, because the U.S. made this very clear during the campaign. The most significant moment was Donald Trump's endorsement of Karol Nawrocki in the White House, announced on the White House's official channel. But not everyone is happy about the success of the citizens' candidate and now president-elect. German MEP Moritz Korner is lecturing Poles that they must pass changes in the law under Berlin's dictates and is threatening sanctions. Ursula von der Leyen must make it clear that if the Poles want to continue their boycott policy, they will face continued sanctions. The blame, therefore, lies with the president. I don't know this gentleman, but if Mr. MEP thinks that he can use financial or economic blackmail against a proud nation with over 1,000 years of tradition and against a president elected by the Polish people, he is mistaken, because we have the right to decide on the future of Poland, to build partnership relations with Germany in which it must be made clear that we want to resolve the issue of war reparations. This is what Arkadiusz Mularczyk, MEP for Law and Justice, personally conveyed to Moritz Korner when he handed him a report on war losses.
I was shocked your yesterday tweets about Poland and sanctions about Poland. I have a souvenir for you. This is a very important book about the Second World War. You should read this book about what Germans make in Poland.
I think that has nothing to do with what
I think yes. No. I think yes.
No, absolutely not.
If you try to lecture us, you should see what Germany made in Poland during the Second World War, and you never pay for that. So please read this book and be more smart in the future. Bye-bye.
Karol Nawrocki, not only as president of the Institute of National Remembrance, but also as a citizens candidate for president, has repeatedly emphasized that he will demand reparations from the Germans, who razed Warsaw and other Polish cities to the ground, murdered Poles, and stole works of art. And to this day, they have not been held accountable for these crimes. And one more extremely important issue that the president-elect raised in yesterday's exclusive interview with TV Republica. We have the right, despite our good trade and financial relations with Germany, to protect our western border so that we are not flooded with illegal immigrants. So that the streets of Polish cities do not look like those in Berlin, where illegal immigrants terrorize residents. Germany regularly transfers unwanted immigrants from North Africa and the Middle East to Poland, and the December 13th coalition government obediently follows the orders of Berlin and Brussels by accepting thousands of illegal immigrants. A strong alliance with America and firm opposition to the dictates of Berlin and Brussels are the two most important directions of international policy for Karol Nawrocki's upcoming presidency.